house to me and my wife. Today is the day that we are celebrating our 1-year wedding anniversary. So I'll do like that. So I love you, babe. I appreciate you. You mean the world to me. And hey, let's continue this thing. Okay, so y'all know who this is. Davinci the poet. James Darnell. I do poetry and sim reviews. If you like that type of content, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, click that notification bell, all that good stuff. So let me go over this little haul. Some of these fragrances were sent to me. I got them through perfumers, or I may have got them through I have like a little point system on my job where, you do good work, you get points, you can use those points to buy things. So I've done that. Some of these came from rack stores, et cetera, et cetera. So I have 5 fragrances that I feel like are really, really good for this time of the year that I've gotten in this haul. I'm going to put the notes up on the screen as I present them, all that good stuff. And we're going to go from there. And if they're a clone, as usual, I'm going to post the notes of the original, because a lot of these clones, they don't have the notes. So I just post the notes of the original fragrance that it's cloning. So without further ado, roll that beautiful bean footage. Okay, so in no particular order, I'm going to start with actually the first clone. And this one is from the house of Milestone. They do excellent clones of Homage, Mancera, Mason Francis Kirkjohn, Dolce and Gabbana, etc., etc. And this one is a clone that I had been looking for a long time in my rack stores. I could never find it. Now that it's getting towards the holiday season, towards Christmas, some of the rack stores, and I say some, I say that loosely because they're still not stocking like I want them to, but some of the rack stores are starting to get some more fragrances in. It's not still nowhere near what I would like to see, but they're coming. So this one is from Milestone's Velvet Collection. It is Black Incenso. And this is a clone of, I think it's called Velvet Incenso from Dolce and Gabbana in their Velvet Collection. It's pretty much almost the same exact bottle. Obviously, it doesn't have the Milestone emblem on the Dolce and Gabbana one. It's going to say Dolce and Gabbana, obviously. But I think it's called Velvet Incenso. This is a really incense-heavy fragrance. A lot of people says that it smells churchy. Like when you go to church and you smell the incense in the church. But overall, I love this scent. I think it's beautiful. I did ask my wife what did she want my scent of the day to be. She did pick this over the others that's in this haul. She does really like this scent. And again, it's from the house of Milestone. It is Velvet Collection Black Incenso. Okay, the next one is actually an original fragrance from the house of Dolce and Gabbana. This is one of them that I got with my points to work. I looked online, saw that I had enough points to buy a fragrance, so I bought this one. It's a little throwback fragrance. It is a flanker of the original. A lot of people say they prefer the original. I haven't really got my nose on the original, but I did want to try this one because it is widely popular. And this is from the house of Dolce and Gabbana. It is Intenso. It is a flanker of Dolce and Gabbana Pour Homme. So even though it doesn't say Pour Homme Intenso, it really is Pour Homme Intenso. It's similar, but yet I think it's a little bit darker than the original Pour Homme. I think it's overall beautiful scent. It's great for this time of the year that it's getting cold. I think it just works. So if you like a scent that's kind of, I wouldn't say it's a little bit dated, but not as dated as it could be. It's a little bit of a fruitier kind of smell without it necessarily being a fruitier, because I think this is an aromatic woody scent. But at the same time, it definitely does the job and does it well. It is a EDP concentration, as well as Black Incenso is EDP concentration as well. Matter of fact, I think all of these are EDPs, if I'm not mistaken. Except one. One is an extract, and I'll get to that one later. But I think Intenso really does work. I think it can fit, even though it might be a little dated, I still think it can fit, you know, a modern man. I think that probably you have to be a little bit older. I would say probably 30 on up, because I don't think the younger crowd would necessarily rock with Intenso, because a lot of the younger crowd likes fresh, likes, you know, sweet fragrances like that. And this one is a little bit sweet, but it's not fresh or anything like that. Like I said, it's perfect for the colder weather. And that is from the house of Dolce and Gabbana. It is Intenso, or Dolce and Gabbana Pour Homme Intenso. Okay, next one is another wildly popular fragrance that, oddly enough, even though it's super popular, it doesn't get the hype that it deserves. It's just started hitting the rack stores. I was able to secure a, I think this is a 30 ml bottle for about $29.99 ish dollars. And this is from the house of Tumi. When you think of the house of Tumi, you really think of their luggage, you think of things that you would necessarily give for travel, and even their fragrances kind of reflect that a little bit. But this is from the house of Tumi. It is Continuum, or Continuum. This fragrance right here, if you look at the bottle, it does kind of remind you of their luggage, because in their luggage they have a lot of like TSA security locks on there. So even on this, if you look at it, you have to twist it and then you release it. But if you just keep it without it being twisted, you notice it won't come off. The bigger bottle, like the 3.4 ounce bottle, it's made a little bit different, but it still has that locking mechanism. This is a beautiful scent. If I'm not mistaken, it has some tobacco, it has some oud, it has some iris in there, maybe even some vanilla. But another dark scent, another beautiful scent. Shout outs to my homegirl Tiff Benson. She said she wears this scent for herself because she loves it so much. She said it's pretty much a guilty pleasure for her. Even though this is a scent for men, she wears this scent for herself because it's just that good. And I can definitely see this being a unisex scent. It is just amazing. This is very underrated and underappreciated. If you can get your hands on this, then I would definitely recommend it. And that is from the house of Tumi. It is Continuum. Okay, next is, oddly enough, a really good celebrity scent. I know people kind of put thumbs down to celebrity scents, but this one is a very beautiful celebrity scent. As you know, if you watch a lot of my videos, I love the note of iris, as well as, you know, I love the note of oud. You know, that's really probably my top two favorite notes is iris and oud. I love a oud rose combination, things like that. But this one has iris in it, and it is beautiful. This is from the house of Maluma. I think that's the celebrity's name. I think he's like a, I think he might be from Dominican Republic or Mexico, something like that. But he makes that type of music, and he has a clothing line. He has some fragrances out, and this is Onyx or Onyx Royalty. So it's just a beautiful scent. This is also from the rack stores. I think I got this one from Marshall's for like 20 bucks. This is a, I think, 30 ml, if I'm not mistaken. And it is a beautiful, beautiful scent. It's really heavy on the iris. Not really a makeup baggy iris, but at the same time, the iris is present. It is just a beautiful scent. It is, again, an EDP concentration. it just works. There's some people that say that his line is not really the best. It's just like tolerable. Like I think my boy Sebastian, the perfume guy, he was like, but when I smelled it, I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Just really because I love the note of iris. You know, I just cannot get over the note of iris. I think it's a beautiful note. It makes every fragrance smell so much better, and I just love it. And that is from the house of Maluma. It is Onyx Royalty. Okay, and last but not least, I had to save the best for last, because this is a special fragrance from my brother Hez over at Hez Parfums. He sent me this. This is a limited edition. I'm not sure how many people really have gotten their nose on this scent. It's not available yet, but he did give me the okay to talk about it. This is his limited edition fragrance. It is actually, if you know about his best fragrance is Bourbon Street, and this is a flanker to Bourbon Street. So get excited for that. This is from the house of Hez Parfums. It is Rue d'Oud. This is such a beautiful scent. Of course, it has oud in there. I think it does have some like Orris root and some notes like that. It's sweet because I think it has some raspberry in there, and oh yeah, it is definitely real oud, but it's also wearable oud. If you ever smelled Voodoo Magic, the oud in Voodoo Magic is very, very dominant. It's very strong, and it could be off-putting to some people. But if you think that is off-putting, I would say go with this one. Go with Rue d'Oud, because this one is actually wearable because the sweetness of the raspberry balances it off to where you don't get that heavy dosage of oud in the fragrance. This is beautiful. This just may even be his best work. I love it, love it, love it. Definitely going to be a compliment getter because, like I said, it's wearable oud, and I just think this is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And again, this is from the house of Hez Parfums. It is Rue d'Oud, and this is the one that is an extrait de parfum. So dial down on the sprays because it can be very powerful. Okay, so that is it for today. As I always say, tell a friend's mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, that Davinci the poet does poetry and scent reviews. Hey, I'm out, and as I always say, salute, peace, and God bless. Stay tuned for the next one.